Hello, Cubs, and welcome back to the Cozy Den. We're continuing our exploration of Kingdom Come Deliverance lore, today reading the Czech campaign in Lombardy, Parts 1 and 2. The mighty Emperor Frederick, known as Barbarossa, decided to invade the country of Lombardy. For the elders and burghers, they were ignoring the imperial charter, dishonoring it and disregarding imperial power. And also because the treacherous Vlachs wanted to agree a pact with the Pope against the emperor and to usurp his power. Knowing well the courage and skill of the Bohemian warriors, the emperor asked the Czech prince Vladislav of the House of Przemysl for the support of his troops in the campaign. In return for his aid, the emperor let the Bohemian prince be crowned and issue a royal edict, so that the Czechs would have a king of their own. So the emperor did in January of the year 1158. In the year thereafter, the emperor and his forces marched on Lombardy to bring order to the country and especially to humble the rich and glorious city of Milan, where the greatest insurrection was underway. Here, too, the Czech were of great help, bravely fighting the Vlachs wherever they encountered them. They built a bridge across the river Adda, where the Milanese had torn down the old bridge to halt the emperor's advance. The Czechs held off the Lombardian troops, so that the emperor and his army could cross the river and besiege the town. And so it came about that in the month of August, the city was besieged, and the Czechs were given the task of guarding the gate of Saint Dionysius. For a month, the imperial army laid siege, engaging more than once with the Milanese, and every time the Czechs fought bravely and powerfully, for which they subsequently earned great recognition from both the imperial soldiers and the Milanese. The Czechs thought up all manner of ruses and tricks to frighten the enemy, such as making life-size figurines of bread dough, which within sight of the battlements they roasted on a fire and ate, to spread fear amongst the Milanese that they ate children, or blackening their faces with charcoal and fighting wildly, so the enemy would think it was not men, but devils who were attacking them. But it is also said that the Czechs shot poisoned arrows at the foe, and all manner of other unrighteous deeds. The Czech king Vladislav killed the Milanese standard-bearer with his own hands. The Milanese, seeing that the fight against the emperor and the Czechs was futile, appealed to King Vladislav to intercede on their behalf with the emperor and to help find a peaceful solution. This was done, and the Milanese succumbed to the emperor, recognizing his authority, and paid a large ransom. paid a large ransom, for which the emperor left them many rights and confirmed old ones. Then the emperor again pronounced Vladislav king, and the Czechs returned home crowned with much glory and wealth. Many great Czech houses of ancient origin commemorate their ancestors who fought so bravely at Milan. One was granted a golden ladder in their coat of arms for scaling the walls and being the first to surmount them. Czech of Pardubice and his cavalry were said to have forced their way into town and pillaged there. When they were going back, the defenders, in an effort to stop them, hurried to lower the iron portcullis. Czech managed to flee the town, but the falling portcullis killed his horse, cutting it in two, and he had to get back to the siege encampment on foot with his loot, for which he was given in his coat of arms a halved silver horse, which to this day the lords of Pardubice bear on their standards and shields. Well, there you go, cubs. Another fascinating insight, I'm sure you will all agree. And now don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, as it all goes a long way to help the channel, and it means the world to me. So until next time everyone, stay cozy.